one is X or maybe in grams or something. It's like that, right? We know that 50%, okay, let's say this is 60, 30. This will be my median, alright? Okay? Then 15, this will be my lower quartile, correct? How about at 45? This will be my upper quartile, am I right to say that? Okay? Then this will be my minimum value. This will be my maximum value, right? Okay, now there is another way for us to show the information. Okay, that is called the Box and Whiskers Diagram. Can I have everyone to sit up properly? And look at the board. Okay. Now, Box and Whiskers Diagram looks like that. This is the box. These two are the whiskers. Understand? Now, this middle line will represent the median. Okay? This line here will represent the lower quartile. This will be the upper quartile. This will be the maximum value. And this will be the minimum value. So, you will have it this way. Do you understand what I'm talking about here? Can or not? Okay, now that means this is the data here, data point, that 25% of them have less than this. You understand? Just like it's in a box form. Okay? At the median, that means 50-50. Get it? And this part will be, below here is 75, above here is what? 25. You understand what I'm talking about? Can or cannot? Okay? Now, does it mean that we always have to be in the middle? It's not so true. Sometimes the median mark can be here. You understand? It need not be in the middle. It depends on the situation. Right? Depends on the curve, how steep or how gradual the curve is. Everybody okay? Alright, now this diagram is being given on page 92. You can see below there. Okay, so I will let you read through that yourself. Is that okay? Now, one thing about students is that they know how to read a box and whisker diagram. But last year, when we set a prelim question on giving you the data and you plot it on the box and whisker diagram, they don't know how to plot it. They got confused. You understand? They don't know how to plot. And this is where there is concern. You must know to and fro. You cannot just know one direction and don't know how to go back. Everybody clear? Okay, now next page please. Okay? Now, from this box and whisker diagram, it's very easy to get the answer. How would I get the interquartile range? I'll just take this value minus this value. Can you see it? How do I get the range? I'll just take the maximum value minus the minimum value. That's all. You understand what I'm talking about? Okay? Alright, now, let's see example 6, and then we will see what we have for the box and whiskers diagram. Alright? Okay, they are all together 3 examples that I will go through before we can start doing the homework. Okay, can we look at example 6 first? All of you look at example 6 that is on page 93. Draw a box and whisker plot for the given set of data. Now, can you see this set of data is not continuous? It's discrete. Can you see it? So what must I do first? Ascending order. Very good. So I will arrange them in ascending order first. Now, can you count how many data are there altogether? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 data, right? So we have, first of all, what is the smallest? 3, 4, 4, 5, 7, then 10, 11, 13, 14, 14, 16, and 17. Arrange them in ascending order. Okay, then we count. Is that 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12, right? Okay, class, I want to know, If there are 12 values, right, where's the middle value? Middle position. There are 2, right? 12, 6 and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7, right? Okay? So what will be my median? 10 plus 11 over 2, right? So what should it be? 10 and a half or 10.5, right? Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Now, because the median got two values add together divided by 2, right? I will divide it this way, correct? Remember I told you? Then you look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means the lower quota will be these 2 add together, right? Divided by 2. So what will be the lower quota? 4 plus 5 divided by 2. Answer? 4.5, right? What will be the upper quota? It's just 14, right? Because 14 plus 14 divided by 2 is still 14. Okay? What about the range that I will get? Is 17 minus 3. I will get a 14. Can you see? Okay, now can you look below there? They have a scale. Okay, they have a scale. Now let me just draw this scale out on the board. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 18, right? Okay, now you look. The smallest one, the whisker must be at 3, right? And this one must be at 17, right? The maximum and minimum value. Now, where is the lower quota? This is 5, so 4.5 is somewhere here, right? Correct. Where's the median? 10.5, so it's somewhere here. Where is the upper quota? Is here. So when I join, it will look like that, right? Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Can or not? Can, Okay, so the question says, draw a box and whisker plot for the given set of data. So I have already drawn it, and it is somewhat the same as page 93 at the bottom. Okay, I want you to take a look at this particular section here. Do you agree that the lower whisker is shorter than the upper whisker? What does that mean? That means this 25%, right? Here is 25%. It's quite narrow, right? The range, the margin, right? How about here? It's larger. That means the upper 25% is more widely spread than the lower 25%. Can you see it now? Because this is 25% now. This is 5%, 50%. This is how many percent? 75%, correct? Okay? Now, when I say percent, it means the number of students, or number of people. But this is the data. For example, these are marks that are scored by students. So this is what we call the spread of the marks. You understand? It's different. Clear? Yeah? Okay, for example, just now I say 60, right? That means 15 students have around here. Okay? Then 15 students is like that. Understand? So you have to get to the concept right, because this one represents the data, whereas the quotas actually represent how many students, how many percent is over there, and so on. Okay, I will illustrate this later with more examples. Okay, so are you okay with example 6? Okay, alright, now then I need to draw attention to page 94. Okay, can you look at this box and whisker diagram? What's the difference between the one that I've drawn on the board and this one? Can you see this one is vertically drawn? It's also okay one. Just like bar charts, right? It can be drawn horizontally or vertically, it doesn't matter. But you must know how to interpret it. Is that clear? Okay, so no problem with that. Okay, next, we move on to question 7. Oh, let's look at questions, example 7, sorry. Okay. Now, before put example 7, look at the paragraph on the top, the second line. Box and whisker plots give us a visualization of the spread of a set of data and also facilitate comparison between two or more sets of data. Now, I just want you to look at this particular set of data. Can you see that the interquartile range is quite big? You understand what I'm talking about? Now, if I have another set like that, can you see this one? The interquartile range is quite small compared to this. You understand? That means this one, the curve will be steeper. This one is actually more gradual, so that the interquartile range is bigger. You understand? So that's a comparison. Everybody clear? Okay? Alright, now let's take a look at example 7 now. A class of students took an English proficiency test. The results are represented by the box and whisker plot as shown below. Now, this one, if it comes out like that, right, it's very easy one. State the median mark. Look at the diagram. What's the median? Straight away 60 now. Can you see what I'm talking about here? Okay, next one. Find the range. The range will be 100 minus what? 20. So you get 80 straight away. Maximum minus minimum value. Okay? Last part. Find the interquartile range. This one is absolutely no problem. Can you see it's 82 minus what? 31. Can you see it? 82 minus 31. So the interquartile range is just 51. I think everybody will have no problem with this particular example. Can? Yes or no? Yes, Okay, good. Now, next, of course, life is not so easy lah, Okay, can we look at example 8 now? They give you two sets of data and they show you on the box and whiskers diagram, okay? So, I am going to explain this to you now. Okay, let's take a look at the question. Alright, now, because I know you're tired, but the thing is that life goes on, you understand? You follow class? It cannot because you're tired, then I don't do box and whisker diagram. Then I will never finish the syllabus. Because every day you're tired. You understand? So I'll just, practically, maybe I can't even start set notation. Because you're always very tired. So once I introduce the Venn diagram, you stop there forever. Because you're tired, you don't get to do probability, you don't get to do differentiation. You understand? Now I am also tired. Do you see me lying on the floor sleeping? I also want to do that, no? Bring my pillow, bring my bolster, bring my mattress, and then start sleeping. You think I don't want? Who don't want to rest? Who want to talk about box and whiskers? So boring. But I say already, life goes on. Clear? Wake up. Okay, example 8. The box and whisker plots show the distribution of battery life hours of two brands of smartphones. Smartphone A and smartphone B. 150 smartphones of each type were fully charged and tested for their battery lives. Okay, for smartphone A, you look at the diagram for smartphone A. Use the diagram to find the range. Okay, let's do smartphone A first. The range, how do I get it? 15.2 minus what? 11, right? So what do you get? 4.2 hours, correct? The range for smartphone A is 4.2 hours. Are you okay? Can see? Alright, good. Next. The median of smartphone A. 12.1. Very good. 12.6 hours. Okay? What is the last thing that they asked for? The interquartile range. Now, can you tell me is what? 13.5 minus what? 11.5, right? Okay? So, interquartile range. So, this is 2 hours. Are we okay? 13.5 minus 11.5. So, you have 2 hours. Everybody okay? Alright, good. Next. For smartphone B, we are going to do the same thing. Alright, let's look at smartphone B. What's the range. 15.5 minus 10. So how much is that? 5.5 hours, right? Okay, what's the median? 13 hours. Correct now. What is the interquartile range? Read carefully, yeah. 14 minus what? 12.1. So answer 1.9 hours. Am I right to say that? Okay, now next part. Part C, I'm going to teach you how to answer this type of question. They always ask you to compare. Hello. Which brand of smartphone has a longer battery life on average? State a reason. Now, when you want to compare two sets of data, you always compare what I told you already. What is it? Median. So, which one has got a longer battery life? B, right? Because it's 13 hours. Smartphone B has a longer median battery life because the median is higher. You cannot just say B. What's the reason? Because the median is higher. Now, if I want to talk about the spread, right? We'll talk about interquartile range, right? Can you see that this one has got a better spread? 2 hours. But actually, if you compare 2 hours and 1.9 hours, 0.1 is 10 over 100 times 60 minutes, right? Okay. It's only 6 minutes. Actually, not much diff, you understand? But if you want to compare, right, you also want to compare, right, then of course this one is better spread. Understand? For you or which one will you buy? Which one will you buy? I'm asking you a real life question. If you go to the shop, right, they give you a box and whisker diagram. No, of course they will not do this. Let's say I'm the owner, I will sure give them box and whisker diagram, especially from saving student. Come, you look at the box and whisker diagram. Which one would you buy? You will buy B, huh? You will buy B. Okay, what if this is cheaper? Still B? Or you? What if this is like $200 cheaper? Actually, if you look, the median 13, right? 12.6, right? 0.4, right? 4 over 10 down 60 is 24 minutes difference. 24 minutes is actually less than half an hour. You get what I'm talking about? If it can be $200 cheaper, right? I think I will get A. And somehow the spread is better. Can you see the range also? This one got something wrong with some of them. Can you see the range is wider? I'm telling you how to see data. You understand or not? It's not that, we see data, medium, sure way buy. What if there's some goyak one that the quality control no good? You understand? You buy already always got trouble, one must go to the service. Then no use, correct or not? So this is what we mean by real life context. You understand? I'm bringing you to real life context. You must know how to reason. Everybody clear with what I'm saying? Okay, So okay, that's our part for example 8. I hope all of you are perfectly fine. Are you perfectly fine? Okay, what's the number of the content page of your e-batch now? 8, right? Yesterday I remember it's 7, I don't remember wrongly. But I may have lost my memory after I slept yesterday. So, what's the number now? 8. Okay, so 8. Today is 18. Oh, good number. Far. Exercise 3 what? Cannot remember. 3C. Okay. Just write down Box and Whisker diagram. Okay, can you start on your foolscap now? I'm going to guide you here because a lot of students can read but cannot explain. You understand now? It's not your SS or your geography that explain how volcano come about, how your earthquake or whatever. No such thing. So can you write down? Now it's either called box and whisker plot or box and whisker diagram, but usually I like to call it diagram instead of plots, but they mean the same thing. You understand? Oh, I take a photo of you and it's a picture of you, it's the same thing. Okay, it's still you, understand? Okay? Alright. Okay, first question, I want you to know. Okay. Can we look at question number 4? I want you to analyze the data first. First row, give me the homework. Tell me how many. 7. 7 plus 740 plus 8. 22 plus 8. 30. How come got 30 leh? Oh, okay, so she passed the homework to you. Good. Thank you. What's this? Okay, it's the same, huh? Okay, good. Alright, now let's take a look at question 4, all of you. The following diagram shows the box and whisker plot for the alcohol content, grams per deciliter of blood, in the blood of drivers who were given what? Breathalyzer test. You know those people who drive, if they drink and then they drive, they will go something, right? So this is the test, okay? Alright, now, let's take a look at the first part. Okay? Number 1, 4 part 1. State the lower quartile. Okay, all of you write. Lower quartile. What should it be? I want to know how to read. This one, a lot of people don't know how to read. Okay. May I know? You see, I asked very nicely. May I know? Okay. How much is here? What is 0.02 divided by 5? All of you give it to me. Must know how to read now, right? 0.004, right? Okay, so how much is this? Right? How much is this? 0.01. 48. Very good. How much is this? 0.052, right? How much is this? 56, right? Everybody clear? Now, this one, lower quartile is very good. Can you see it's in the middle? So it's just what? 0.05, right? Middle ma? Correct now. So gram per deciliter must have units. Is everyone clear? Okay, next part. What is the median? Okay, all of you read. What's the median? Read carefully, I don't want people to give me wrong answer. It's also straightforward. 0.0. Very good. 0.07 gram per deciliter. Last part. The upper quartile. Upper quartile. Read carefully. .08 what? 6. Do you get it? Okay. 0.086 gram per deciliter. What I'm worried for this class is that you're very kanchiong, you want to do everything very fast. Very excited. Then you read wrongly. Okay? Excited and do wrongly is bad. You understand? Okay? Now next. I'm going to answer the next part, which a lot of people do not know how to answer. Okay? Can we look at part 2? Compare the spread of the alcohol content between the highest 25% and the lowest 25% of the drivers. Now, can I just roughly sketch it over here? Okay. Can you tell me which whisker is longer? The right or the left? This is the right, this is the left. Which one is longer? The right side, right? This is the lower 25%, correct? This is the higher 25%. Can you see that lower 25% is less widely spread? The upper one is more widely spread, right? Can you see what I'm talking about? Okay, so how would you write nicely? Okay, let's take a look. Even the model answer given to me is not right. It didn't state that the right whisker is longer than the left whisker. Everybody clear about how to explain? Yes or no? Can, right? Okay. And some people don't know the difference between left and right. Which is left? This is left. Right. I look at the clock because some people use digital clock, not smart clock. They can even tell you how what's the time. They'll tell you what is clockwise. Go like that. Anti-clockwise, the other one. Anti-clockwise can also be called what? Counter-clockwise. Don't know anything. Understand? Okay. All right. Good. So are we clear with question 4? Okay. Next question. Question 7. You have to compare it. Question 7. Okay, question 7. The box and whisker plots show the masses, kilogram of secondary 4 students from school A and school B. Okay, for school A, and all of you find the range. I'll give you some time. Find the range, find the median, and find the interquartile range. Now, interquartile range, I don't want just the answer. I want you to take upper minus lower. Understand? Then give me the answer. Okay? Then, for school B, you also do likewise. Okay? Find these 3 sets of data for me for the 2 schools. I give you 3 minutes. Ryan, lollipop. Wake up. Why no lollipop? Sleep. Wake up, wake up. 82 minus what? 48. Do you get the 34 kilogram? This one must get full marks one. Okay. What is the median? 63 kilogram. Do you get it? Yes. What is the interquartile range? What minus what? 67 minus 59. Answer? 8 kilograms. Straight away can get answer one. This kind 3 marks all must get. Okay. What about school B? What's the range? 41, right? What's the median? 68 kilogram. What's the interquartile range? 78 minus 64. 14 kilogram. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Okay. Now, this is part A and part B. Now, can we look at part C now? I purposely draw it up so that I want to explain something to you, okay? Students from school B are generally heavier than students from school A. Do you agree with this statement? Give a reason for your answer. I told you when you compare generally, you just look at the median, can you get? Can you see? Later I'll go into detail over there. So how to answer in exam, you just say what the question says. Do you what? Do you agree? So you must say, yes, I agree. Why? Because school B has a higher medium mass than school A. Am I right? Okay. Now I want to extend the question. What if I say which school has a wider spread of masses? School B, right? Because why? The interquartile range is higher. Do you understand? Now, I want you to compare the two box whisker diagram. This is a very obvious case. Can you see for this case, the median is even higher than the upper quartile. That means this school people quite fat one. I mean, do you not understand what I'm talking about here? Yes or no? This one means 50% below, right? This one is 75% below, like this one quite good, no? You understand what I'm talking about? I'm telling you a fact. Can you see from the diagram? Yes or no? Then, when they ask why is school B, do you agree on such things? You must answer mathematically, like use median and so on. Because there's one year where some students say, oh, because school B has very nutritious food in the canteen. You all cannot answer like this. You understand? It's not mathematically sound. This is a maths paper. You don't can't tell me about nutrition. Do you follow? Okay? Because there's one time, right, when we ask, right, they say, oh, this school malnutrition. Then how you want me to mark? I cannot mark anything. Okay? And there is one year where they said one question which I told her, you know honey? You know those honey? It comes in they have a box, you know what, I cannot draw. You know those 10 ml small one. Usually, you know, wedding, right? They give gifts, right? Then they give, right? Then they ask, no, this restaurant, blah, blah, blah. Then how come it's in 10 ml? Then one student wrote, because they say, why would people package it in 10 ml and not like 1 bottle, 200 ml and so on? Then this student wrote, because so that the poor can buy 10 ml from the manufacturer. Now, you see, then she tried to argue to me from a SS point of view. Because of poverty, you know what I'm talking about? So they buy 10 by 10. But you see, it's not the context, you know what I'm talking about? So the whole level, my whole class came and argued me. So the marker say cannot accept. Only can accept because it's as a gift, you know, as a souvenir, whatever. So I told them, stop telling me about SS. You don't go and talk to me. You want marks, right? I will not give to you because the marker say cannot. You want, you go and talk to the marker or the center. Understand? So you cannot argue like malnutrition, more nutritious. that kind of thing. It must be mathematically sound. Now, do you agree with me that this one 50% is less than this? This one 75% is less than this. Can you see this is even lower than the median, you know? This could be must have tried program. You know the tough keep fit that one? Okay, must go on diet. Understand what I'm talking about? But generally don't have to talk until like that. Just tell me median can already. Understand? Huh? Okay, good. Next one. Question number 9. Good. Question number 9. Okay? You have 64 adults. They give you the cumulative frequency curve. And then you have the box and whiskers curve for teenagers. You are supposed to compare. Are you all okay? Now, okay, since I've done a bit already, right? I will not do the next two for you. You do it yourself. Okay? I want just question 9 and question 10. Question 9 and 10. You compare it yourself and I will go through it next lesson, which is next Monday. Will that be okay? Now, cannot compare, don't need to cry, just look at it first. Understand? I'll come and help you. Follow? Yes or no? Yes, okay. Teacher, stop the video.